Okay, hi everyone. My name is Rosa, and I'm kind of a little nervous right now because I'm not really used to being in front of a camera. And I think Johnny knows. This is my dog. This is my dog, Johnny. I've tried doing this a long time ago, probably about a year ago. I tried actually making these videos and showing you what I've been making and basically trying to join this knitting community. As you can imagine, I got in my head a lot about what those videos should look like, and mainly the procrastination of perfection is what stopped me from posting those. But I think now I'm like in a different mindset. Now I'm much more motivated and I really want to... Okay, Johnny, you're very loud. I want to take advantage of kind of like the motivation that I feel right now. But I think that as time has passed, I fell in love more with this craft. And it's been about 2 years, I think, since I've been knitting on and off, or I think I started back in late 2022. I think it was December 2022. It was after Thanksgiving, and it happened here in Seattle. I'm originally from Florida, so it is hilarious that obviously I didn't have the ability to explore knitting before. There was no reason to, right? Like, I'm not going to be knitting cotton for fun. So it is something that I'm exploring, or I've explored now, because it's so much more exciting. Like, it gets pretty cold here in Seattle for a Floridian. Like, we can consistently be in 40, 50 degrees for a while until like April or whatever that month is. So it is very exciting to be able to knit for those types of weathers. And so, yeah, a little bit about me. So as I said, I came from Florida for my job. So I am actually an aerospace engineer. I work for, I don't think I should say who I work for, but I work for a rocket company, essentially. I work on engines, and I fell in love with this craft through that while working in my first job for the first time. So that's been very nice that I get to do both of those things that I love. But I think it's also nice to let everyone know that that is my job, because it's often realistic to show you how much I knit, how long it takes. And so it's all about less about producing a product quickly and more about the process and you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say with that. All I'm trying to say is that I'm not going to be a fast knitter. I'm not going to get a lot of stuff done, but I'm still so in love with this craft, and I'm going to follow with it. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I moved in here in 2022, around the middle of the year. And then about a year ago, me and my husband bought a house near Seattle, which is really exciting. We also have a dog. Oh, so around sometime that first year, we got Johnny from the pound. He is a pitty. He's a pitty mix. I think he has some more Staffordshire in him than he wanted, but we love it. My husband is Danny. We've been together we're actually going on our 6-year anniversary for being married, which is pretty cool. We're not that old, by the way. I'm really young. I think I'm 28 years old. So I think I relate a lot with the other girlies here in the YouTube community, which is pretty cute. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should say about myself. I think in terms of like things that I enjoy knitting, it's fluctuated over the years. I think that the first time I was introduced to knitting, I loved the idea of making garments. Like, I was obsessed with making sweaters. And I went on this ride of just making garments. And then after sew, I think I've gone through like bumpy rides with knitting. Obviously, when the summer rolls around, you don't want to do much of it, or at least I don't want to do much of summer knits. But then once winter comes kicking in, you're like, oh crap, I can start making something right now. And also it starts to get darker and you start to get cozier. And so I will say that now these days have been more about accessory knitting. Like, I'm so obsessed with socks right now, and like so obsessed with finding the perfect socks I can knit for myself and what that formula looks like. So that's been very exciting lately. So yeah, I will say I feel like I'm kind of starting from scratch with some of my knitting projects. Because if you do go to my Ravelry page, I think I have probably like 20 projects I've knitted. And the problem with most of those is not only that I've probably gifted them, but they've also been thrown in the dryer. So they no longer exist because I decided to throw them out because they make me more sad than they make me happy. So a lot of those knits, actually my favorite sweaters were thrown in the dryer. Not pointing any fingers, but it was not me. It was not me. So yeah, one of them that didn't get thrown out, which is one of my favorites too, is this guy right here. I think it's called the Salty Days by Kuto Vakika. It's one of my favorite designers. I love her as a human being. She is so awesome to see on YouTube. And so this is actually using Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino. And I think it's one of the cognac shades. I can for sure let you know what it is. If not, you can hop on my Ravelry page. But I basically used, I might have just used one strand, I think. Yeah, it was just one strand. And this is probably one of my first very detailed sweaters. I'm not wearing anything under here, clearly. And I think that's interesting too, like just going off topic. Like whenever I see other girls on YouTube talk about like what their preference is when they have like knits that are close to their skin, they're like, oh, this doesn't matter because I always have stuff under. Like, I'm the type of person that doesn't wear tank tops under their sweaters. Like, I guess it's a Florida thing maybe, but I always had one layer on and it was more of like a convenience. I don't have to think about combining other stuff together. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think there's much I want to talk about. I can hop on later and think of a few things, but I think ultimately I'm looking forward to creating friends here and basically, Johnny, shh, do you hear him? Okay. I would love to just geek out more with other people about all the things we've knit and all the beautiful combinations. I think that is so exciting. Okay, and my teapot is whining right now. Give me 1 second. I don't know where I was. Yeah, I'm excited about this craft and I just want to chat with you guys sometimes and be able to get some feedback and not feedback, but be able to chat with people about some of the things that we love doing. Because I think that this is a very niche thing, especially with people of my age group, like late 20s, early 20s, early 30s. Like you don't really see much of this going on in our age group. So it's really nice to bond with others about this. So, okay. I think there's nothing much else I want to say. Just a little bit about me and all the things I love, and you can start expecting to see all different types of videos. I still want to explore some of the things that I enjoy more about making YouTube videos. And sorry, Johnny's like, oh my God. yes, you can expect everything and anything from me. This is fairly flexible types of channel here, so I'll see you guys next time, whenever that may be.